This comment says, we black women won't put up with that crap. And what she's referring to, if you don't know, you can click on this comment and watch the video. But long story short, talking about as far as what we're willing to put up with in relationships with men. And this is a myth that we as black people have believed for the longest time. And it is in fact just that, a myth. It is not true. I don't know the statistics exactly. Y'all can Google it. But black women experience domestic abuse equal to, if not more, than most other races. I think we're tied with Native American, Alaskan descent. So unfortunately, we do put up with the crap. Us continuing to perpetuate this myth is playing into the white supremacist idea that black people don't have feelings, that we have a high pain threshold, that we are strong and we can never be victimized and we don't need any support because we're always good. Not true. I do believe that the reason that we as black women experience domestic abuse in such high rates is partially because of our obsession with black love by any means necessary. Something that we need to work on and concentrate on over the next 4 years is learning to go only where we are loved and respected. And that might not be with Dwayne. It might be with Mark. Now, vet these men. Don't just get with any white or other race of man just because they're showing you attention. Use your common sense. But it's not always going to be somebody black. And I feel like that's another reason that we are married in such low rates, because we're holding on to this black love fantasy that black men are not reciprocating. Another thing that I wish that us as black women will work on, especially over the next 4 years while we are resting, is to no longer perpetuate this idea that we are so big, bad, and tough, nothing ever bothers us, and we don't need any help, and we're good. No, we're not, according to statistics. It's okay to be sensitive, because a lot of times that's your body's alarm system to tell you that somebody's being a jerk to you and you need to address it. It's okay to have feelings, because without feelings, we can't feel compassion. We can't feel anger in times when we need to be angry. We cannot be upset and frustrated in times where we need to be upset and frustrated. And it's okay to ask for help and to need support. And yes, we fall victim to abuse just like anybody else. So, as I stated in the video that this comment comes from, yes, white women tend to increase their chances of getting married and finding a mate because they are okay with marrying and dating men who are racist and homophobic. That is very true. However, on the flip side, black women are more willing to put up with things that we shouldn't, because we desperately want black love in times when it's not being reciprocated, and because society has programmed us to believe that we are the least desirable, we desperately crave attention from anybody who will give it to us, whether that be good or bad. And that's why you see, if somebody comes online and they say, oh, I love black women, the comments are flooded with black women thanking that man for loving us. And that's just the bare minimum of treating human beings like human beings. So are black women the most educated demographic on the planet? For sure. But unfortunately, sometimes we don't really use our gift of knowledge and brain power. Sometimes we act on desperation. And until we stop acting in desperation, until we realize and finally accept that everybody needs us, we don't need them, things are not going to change. Long story short, this is not true.